Today I'll have quite a short presentation. I'll try to make it in 10-15 minutes max. And I want to show you basically two things. One, how LLMs work, just to set everyone at the same stage. And then second, I already shared that I love the multimodal LLMs, and I'll show you what you can do with them. How do I move? Trying. Good. So I thought really nice way to introduce where I'm coming from, something that makes me super proud. I don't know if you are already aware, but these two guys, Demis and John from Google DeepMind, very recently won the Nobel Prize for chemistry for basically their work in the prediction of the protein structure. And this is, I think, really, really special thing, because this shows what AI can do, even in the industries that are quite far from IT. So this is, for me, this was really, really impressive. So now I also can, I can call my mother and say my colleagues won Nobel Prize. So I'm proud of that. So let's speak about LLMs. So I think we understand that there is quite large transformative potential of this technology. But what basically LLM is, I here put the prompt to Gemini, and you can see the response. I'm not gonna read it for you. This was not part of the. Okie dokie. So while technical issues are being sorted out, let's do a short exercise. I promised I'll show you how LLMs work. So let's do the demonstration. So let's play a very quick game. So you understand that basically LLMs work in a way that they are guessing the next best word. They're really good in that. So I'll do now a small demonstration. So I'll start first by just saying one word and pass to the next person. And then everyone can just, based on what was said before, try to come with the next best one. And let's see what we can generate. Okay. This
is the best conference
in 24.
And
We are
going south.
Test.
After that,
We
DKG
track
will become
top 10
this year
or next year.
or till the end of time.
Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, basically we just kind of live demonstrated some basic principles of how LLMs are generating their outputs, but we already discussed there is much more. But this was example where we generated the next words just based on the attention on the previous, without grounding it to any other data source. So I think also this resulted in the outcome that we had here. I see that presentation is back, so I will now move forward. And as we are short with the time, I will just skip a few things. So basically, what we can do with LLMs, I think it's very clear. You can generate videos. You can even generate video games from the image. You can do. There are very specialized models that are, for example, helping in the medicine doctors to better understand X-rays and similar things. So one of the concepts that I would like you to understand is basically we have these large foundational models, but generally now we are seeing on the market a number of specialized models and models of different sizes And basically, we're getting to the environment where, when we're building solutions, we are in the position to pick the best model for the use case that we are building. And this is how that looks at this moment. So we have basically models of different sizes, different specialities, and so on. And this is one of the important decisions to make while building solutions. So I'll skip explaining transformers because of the time, and I'm go to more fun stuff. And more fun stuff is multimodal LLMs, and I will show this on the example of Gemini. So basically, it allows you to give a context of 2 million tokens now, and 2 million tokens I translated in the different format here for you to know what that means. So 2 hours of the video, or 22 hours of audio, or a lot of lines of code, a lot of images, and so on and so on. And I'll show you some examples what is being done with these capabilities. So one example is basically you have option to upload your code base as a context and get then help from LLM while coding. Other option is basically you have option to document or to even automate some repeatable things that you are doing day to day, and basically these things are just by uploading video of how that is being done, and this is super powerful, making the processes significantly shorter. So let's hear what developers say about it.
I remember the announcement, the 1 million token context window, and my first reaction was, there's no way they were able to achieve this.
I wanted to test its technical skills. So I uploaded a line chart. It was temperatures between like Tokyo and Berlin and how they vary across the 12 months of the year.
So I got in there and I threw in the Python library that I was really struggling with. And I just asked it a simple question. And it nailed it. It could find specific references to comments in the code and specific requests that people had made and other issues that people had had, but then suggest a fix for it that related to what I was working on?
I immediately tried to kind of crash it. So I took 4 or 5 research papers I had on my desktop. And it's a mind-blowing experience when you add so much text and then you see the kind of amount of tokens you add is not even at half the capacity.
It felt a little bit like Christmas because you saw things kind of peppered up to the top of your feed about like, oh wow, I built this thing, or oh, it's doing this and I would have never expected.
Can I shoot a video of my possessions and turn that into a searchable database? So I ran to my bookshelf and I shot a video just panning my camera along the bookshelf, and I fed the video into the model. It gave me the titles and authors of the books, even though the authors weren't visible on those book spines. And on the bookshelf, there was a squirrel nutcracker sat in front of the book, truncating the title. You could just see the word Site C, and it still guessed the correct book. The range of things you can do with that is almost unlimited.
And so at that point, for me, it was just like a click, like, this is it.
I thought like I had like a superpower in my hands.
It was poetry. It was beautiful. I was so happy. It just, this is going to be amazing. This is going to help people.
This is kind of where the future of language models are going. Personalized to you, not because you trained it to be personal to you, but personal to you because you can give it such a vast understanding of who you are.
Cool. So I guess if you're a developer, you like these things. But I have another one that I would expect will resonate with everyone. So this is more looking into the future and out of the possible, but it's something that I really love.
Okay, let's do some tests. Okay. Let's do
Tell
some
me
tests.
when you see something that makes sound. Tell me when you see something that makes sound.
I see a speaker, which makes sound.
What is that part of the speaker called?
That is the tweeter. It produces high-frequency sounds.
Give me a creative alliteration about these.
Creative crayons color cheerfully. They certainly craft colorful creations.
What does that part of the code do?
This code defines encryption and decryption functions. It seems to use AESCBC encryption to encode and decode data based on a key and an initialization vector, IV.
That's right. What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London. It is known for its railway station and transportation connections.
Do you remember where you saw my glasses?
Yes, I do. Your glasses were on the desk near a red apple.
What can I add here to make this system faster?
Adding a cache between the server and database could improve speed.
What does this remind you of?
Schrodinger's cat.
All right, give me a band name for this duo.
Golden Stripes.
Nice. Thanks, Gemini.
Hope it was inspiring.